What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have a serious question to ask each and every one of you about Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua 2. And the serious question is, will this fight be postponed? Okay. And we all know what's going on in the Ukraine, what Russia is trying to enforce on the Ukraine. They are trying to invade the Ukraine. Therefore, the Ukraine are protecting themselves like any other country would do. And they are at war as a result. And the question is, will it come down to a postponement? All right. And this is one of those situations where it's easy to answer, I heard Eddie Hearn say this, and this is what he had to say, quote, "I feel like, no, Usyk Joshua should move forward as planned. But again, it's a sensitive issue," Hearn said. "Your country is at war. You've seen Vladimir Klitschko and Vitaly Klitschko talking about going to fight in an army." Wow. Okay. Along with the four governing organizations in the world joined together to express their position with regards to the tragic war which has taken place as Russia has invaded Ukraine. Just as the world claims for cease of fire, our organizations have decided to not sanction any boxing championships in Russia, just as this war has put a stop of boxing in Ukraine. Our organizations will not sanction fights in Russia until further assessment of the situation. May God bless everyone and bring peace to our world. Now, these two articles explain, first of all, Eddie Hearn, second of all, the sanctioning bodies. And they're absolutely right. I think the best thing to do with any fighter or any country that decides to invade another one is to boycott. Boycott is the most powerful thing or act that you could ever do with anyone, to anyone, for any reason. Because you need money to run wars, you need money, you need imports, exports, etc., to maintain what you're intending to do, which is war, right? And I think that's a good step. But as far as the Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua 2 fight, I think it's way too early to make that determination. But if Oleksandr Usyk tomorrow was going to turn around and say, hey, I don't think that I will participate in the rematch due to what's going on, that would be absolutely 100% understandable, okay? And for anybody to say, oh, well, man, that's a long time from now, obviously you're not really understanding or caring what's going on in someone else's country. And I think people should wake up. This is bigger than boxing. This is war, okay? You have the Klitschkos. You have Vasyl Lomachenko. You have Oleksandr Usyk, as you guys can see right now, suited up to go to war, okay? Not suited up to train for a pugilistic match, okay? No, but to actually go to war, to stop people from coming into your home, coming into your country, and invading your country, to attack your children, to attack your families, and everything of the sort, okay? So if Oleksandr Usyk decided, I don't want to box right now, he has every right to do so. That's one thing, okay, or one of the things that is acceptable, okay, because life is bigger than boxing. This is a sport, okay? This is not a way of life. This is not a livelihood. It could be a livelihood to some people, but in this situation, no. This is not a must. This is not a necessity. This is something that is only an option. So the option for Oleksandr Usyk, if he chooses to, hey, I choose not to fight this particular fight because there's too much shit going on in my backyard. Okay, and I think people should respect that. And the idea of us thinking, hey, yeah, I think Oleksandr Usyk should go in there and still fight Anthony Joshua. Okay, what if he half-ass does it, which I don't think Oleksandr Usyk would do, but what if he half-ass does it and loses? Would he be ridiculed if he used like, well, hey, my family was, my country was at war and I didn't have time to train, and Anthony Joshua caught me with a shot that I really wasn't focused on or whatever, and he won the fight? Do you think that would be acceptable to say, to use as an excuse? Because a lot of people will say, oh man, he's just bullshit, he's using it as an excuse, Anthony Joshua was just a better man that night. But why would Anthony Joshua himself want to take that fight when knowing what's going on? His mentor, Vladimir Klitschko, a guy that he battled with for 11 long rounds, is in that same war. Okay? And if I'm anybody like that, I would not want to be the guy that fought the guy that was under those type of pressures due to warfare. Okay? See, they need every man, child, and all this to fight because Russia's a mother sucker. That's a powerful country trying to overtake another country. Okay? If they weren't a powerful country, power corrupts. They weren't. I don't think they would be doing that. But is the fight going to happen? Listen, we don't know if it's going to happen. If it's not going to happen, that's okay. If it's going to happen, it's okay. But understand, it's the choice of the current unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk, on what he does, what he chooses to do, and that is that. But you guys tell me what you think of this question. Will Oleksandr Usyk fight Anthony Joshua at the scheduled time? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.